Hi everyone, I'm Peter Nixon. I'm recording this in Hong Kong to take pleasure in introducing you to the various streams of our online modules. The first stream, so important for leaders to get along with each other. They don't have to like each other, but as we can see in the world today, if there's dysfunction, we cannot achieve the optimal outcome. Quite a few of these 6 modules relate to the work I've done over the last 20 years with the strength deployment inventory and the relationship awareness theory, and how I've integrated that into all of my work and into my books as well. The first stream has, like all the other streams, 6 modules. The first module looks at motives, and then we get into the strengths, the effects of stress, how to de-escalate stress, further deeper understanding of emotions if you want to get into that. And then the last module is a chance for knowing yourself better. Let me just explain a little bit more quickly in detail. The motive session gives you a chance to do the online core strengths assessment, and it helps identify your underlying motives. Motives drive behavior, and if you want to understand how to work with somebody and influence them and inspire them to greater results, you need to understand what motivates them. We're primarily motivated by results, represented here with the red color, or rationale, represented here with the green color, or relationships, represented with the blue, or we're a mixture of 2 or 3 of the colors. And this is probably one of the top elements of all the workshops I've done. People love it. They love to be aware of what drives themselves and drives others, and then how that links into their behaviors. How it links into the behaviors is the second module. And here we look at some 28 different behaviors, which this assessment calls strengths. And it identifies which behaviors you use most often and which you use least often. You can see here are my top 3 behaviors: cautious, ambitious, and adaptable. But then it allows you also to decide whether those are the best behaviors in the situation that you're facing. And that's one of our challenges as leaders and as managers of other people. Are they deploying the strengths best suited for the situation they face? The third module gets deeper into the whole understanding of stress. And with the core strengths strength deployment inventory, we're able to identify how you change as you get upset. And not only that, but in another module later on, we identify how your team changes as the team gets upset. I'll talk more about that later. But this first understanding of stress, what it means for you, how you change, is very important. But we don't leave you there, because in the next module, I incorporate hundreds and hundreds of books and studies that I've done and working with people on how to de-escalate stress. Specific things that you can do to calm yourself down or calm down other people. And that's incredibly important, because if you can't calm things down, you end up in silence or violence and far away from dialogue. So you have to calm down the situation, address the conflict, and resort to dialogue. Some of the groups that I've worked with really appreciate going deeper. And when I talk about emotions, I make reference to Dr. Paul Ekman and his work in understanding the universal emotions. What are they? How do we describe those? How can we talk to those? Some cultures that I've worked with are very emotional, and some are very unemotional and illiterate, if you wish, when it comes to emotions. And so this is where we can identify those. And Dr. Ekman is also the researcher who became famous for understanding facial expressions, and learning how to read facial expressions is an important part of the work of a negotiator. And this is the module where we touch on that. The final module in getting along is really a chance for you and I to work together to understand, for you personally or for you and your teammates, about what motivates you, What are your dreams? What are your ambitions? How does that link to your motives? If you could do anything in the world, what would that be? And how do you change as you get stressed, and what's holding you back then from achieving all of those objectives? So that's why you can see why this is stream one. It's all important stuff. It's that basic self-knowledge you need in order to succeed. We'd love to help you with it. If you'd like to learn more about any of these or to do our online assessment, please let me know. Keep well, keep safe, wear a mask, and we'll get through this together. Thank you.